Hi, I'm Benjamin from Ferox Nursery, and today we're going to discuss our own hooks and sieves and how to use them for the application of it. Alright, so first off, the little package comes with a little header with the branding and also what it is. And then at the back we have a QR code. If you scan the QR code, it will most likely take you to this video, how to apply this application, and also with the contact details. Alright, so let's get into it. Okay, cool. So the reason why we use hooks and sieves, if you look a closer look at the bonsai pot, we have a draining hole, and then, for example, this pot has one draining hole and then two sets of draining holes. There's the pot at the back. The reason why the bonsai pot has a draining hole is that when you water your bonsai tree, the excess water must escape or flow away, so to prevent root rot, and that's basically the point number one. Okay, so in the olden days, to cover the draining hole was with gravel. Now, if you can assume if you cover your pot halfway through this bonsai pot with gravel, you're only going to have half of the pot left for your root structure. So that's why they implemented this little hooks and sieves. So let's have a closer look at it. So packaged with one little stapler. We're just going to tear this open. And then also provided with a little Ziploc baggie, because most pots, well, smaller pots have one draining hole, other bonsai pots have two draining holes. So in this, our package has two draining holes, two hooks and two sieves. So we're only going to use one, so I'm just going to put away the other one, and then you can seal it up again and put it away for your second bonsai purchase. Cool. So instead of covering half of your pot with gravel, I'm just going to insert this little sieve over the bottom, over the draining hole as such. So from the bottom you can see maybe the little holes of the sieve through the draining hole. The hook is two little circular bits and then two antennas at the bottom, or two prongs. What we're going to do, we're going to take the prongs, stick it through the inside of the bonsai pot, through the holes of the sieve, and through the draining hole as such. So the loopy ends must be in the inside of the bonsai pot. Then I'm going to press down with my thumb, turn it around. Oh goodness, turn it around, and then I have the prongs or the antlers sticking at the outside or the bottom part of the bonsai pot. What I'm then going to do, I'm just going to bend down the antlers or the prongs, fastening my sieve, so that when I put in the bonsai soil, my sieve is not going to shift away, exposing the draining hole, so that the excess soil or the soil that I put in is going to escape from the draining hole. And that's it.